everyone, welcome back to Ginatopia. Well, today I decided I'm going to go ahead and do a declutter of my eyeshadows. I am really wanting the Tom Ford eyeshadow palette, the Cocoa Mirage, since I have fallen in love with the Tom Ford formula. So if I can get rid of 30 eyeshadow palettes, quads, or whatever, I'm going to treat myself to it. So let's get started with this big box of eyeshadow palettes right here, and then I will work my way up. So let's just get started. First I have the Kat Von D Shade and Light quad in the Sage. Now I'm going to do this very, very quickly. I've got it in the Sage. I love this. I'm going to keep this. I know a lot of people have trashed Kat Von D products, but hey, I spent my hard-earned money on it. I am not trashing them. I'm keeping them. They are mine, so, you know. I also have it in the Plum. I also love this, so I am keeping it. If I can get it out of here, I will show it to you. I love it. You can see that I've got a lot of use out of it. Keeping it. You know, you can do whatever you want to with your eyeshadows. It's just, if I spent my money on it, I've decided I'm going to keep it. Here is the Milani Most Loved Mattes. I think I'm going to keep this for a drugstore eyeshadow palette. I'm going to keep that one because I really do like that. That is a really good eyeshadow palette. Here is the Laura Lee Party Animal palette. My niece Sarah gave me this. I'm going to give it back to Sarah because I've never used it. Here is the the ColourPop Pretty Much palette. I bought this, have never used it. I'm going to take it out of my collection and put this in a giveaway. It's really pretty. I just have never used it. And with all the eyeshadows and stuff I've got, I figure let's just thin out some, and that way I can use what I've got just a little bit better. Here is the Natasha Denona Nude palette, which I really like. Here is the Natasha Denona Mini Sunset palette and the Natasha Denona Mini Lila palette. I'm keeping all three of those palettes. Here is the Too Faced Sugar Cookie palette. I've hardly used this, but I think I'm going to keep this. It's beautiful. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep this because I like small palettes, and I'm getting rid of a larger one that will replace. Here is a Style by Harouche by Tarte. I love this eyeshadow palette. I'm going to keep it. That was sent to me by my friend Susan Anthony. Here is the Pure On The Go. It's two little small palettes. Let me open it and show it to you. I've only opened them up twice and gouged my thumbnail into one of them. And that's all that's wrong with them, but I'm going to take these out and give these away. So they are coming out of my collection. Also, here is the Maybelline Soda Pop. I don't like it. It's going bye-bye. The Wet n Wild Rosé in the Air, Roses in the Air. I have never even tried that, so I will put that in a giveaway. Here is the Sunset Kiss palette. I've got so many palettes similar to this. I'm going to get rid of that one. Here is the Iconic Comfort Zone palette. I'm going to put this in a maybe pile. Here is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3. I think all I have done to this is just color swatch this, and I wish I hadn't even color swatched it. Packaging is really pretty on this. This came in one of our boxes recently. I don't even think I have color swatched it. I think I just dropped the little thing out of it. I don't even think I've color swatched this palette. So I will take this out and put this in a giveaway. Here is an LA Colors eyeshadow palette. And I will get rid of that. Here is the Violet Voss mini palette. Erica wants that. I will give that to her. Here is a Lorac Pro To Go palette. I think I'll take this out and put it in my luggage. It's got eyeshadows on one side. It's got blushes on the other. That would just be great to put in my luggage. So I'm going to take that out and put that in my luggage. So here is an e.l.f. palette by Christian Siriano. My friend Susan Anthony gave me that. It's real pretty eyeshadow. It's real pretty. Here is an e.l.f. eyeshadow palette that my friend Susan Anthony gave me, and I absolutely love the greens in this. Beautiful, beautiful eye looks. Definitely keeping. Definitely. Here is an LA Colors Mattes in Plums. Now, for an inexpensive eyeshadow palette, I love the looks I get out of this every time I use it. Love the looks. Here is a Claire's Glitter. Getting rid of that. Here is a Laura Geller, The Weekender. It's got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday little palettes in it. Have never used it. Going to get rid of that. Here's an Estee Lauder eyeshadow palette. It's got 12 eyeshadows and 2 blushes in it. Going to get rid of that. Here is one that Erica got me. It's LA Colors, 16 colors. Keeping that. Going to get rid of this Makeup Revolution. I have never even used this. I think I just looked at it, but I haven't used it, so I'm going to pull that out and put that into giveaway. Here is a Makeup Revolution Dark Rain eyeshadow palette. Bought this at Halloween time. Like I said, I'm going snap, 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 because if I think about it, I will keep it. And I've got too many. I need to get rid of 30 to get the palette that I want. Here's what this looks like. Do I need it? Do I need it? Do I need it? No, I don't. It's going. Bye-bye. It's got some really nice colors in it, but I don't need it. 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 Here's my Naked 2 Basics. I love this. I take this traveling when I go. I took this to Canada with me, and this was the only thing I took with me. It was great. I loved it. Here is my Naked 2 Basics Petite Heat. I love this one. If I had seen this before I bought the big one, I would have bought this, because this is all I really need. In fact, I may get rid of the big Naked Heat palette and just keep this one, because I pull this one and use this one over the other one all the time, so that may be what I do. Here is another Revolution palette. This one is the Redemption palette. Haven't used it. Haven't used it. Don't need it. Here is a Jaclyn Hill. This is the backup for the Dark Magic. I've got 2 of these. Do I need 2? Do I need 2? I'm going to put it in a maybe pile. Here is Smith & Colt Book of Eyes in the shade Bronzy. I really do like this. I'm going to keep it. The packaging is beautiful. Let me show you the inside. It's pretty. I'm going to keep it. It's $44. I spent my hard-earned money on. Here is one in the Plums that I got in one of my boxes. And I'm going to keep it too. Very pretty palette. Pretty eye looks. Packaging is gorgeous on those. Here is my Lemonade palette. I like it. I'm keeping it. Fast decisions, fast decisions. Here is the Cargo Enjoy Your Journey eyeshadow palette. I bought this. I've only used it once, but it is so pretty. I'm going to have to put that in a maybe pile. I looked at that for a long time. This is the Winky Lux Cashmere Kitten palette. I bought this. I've used it once, maybe twice. I loved it because it's kitten packaging, and it's by Winky Lux, and I love their formula. But with all these other plum eyeshadow palettes that I have gotten, I really don't need this. I wasted $25. Bye-bye, Winky Lux. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Cashmere Kitten. And here is a Neapolitan ice cream by Beauty Bakery that my friend Susan Anthony sent me, and it is beautiful, and I love it, and I'm keeping it. Last but not least in this box is Moonstruck Addiction eyeshadow palette by Unique, and I'm sorry, this was sent to me by my friend Courtney KH, and Courtney, I'm sorry, but I don't like it, and you understand that I'm going to send this to Erica, and Erica will love it. So, getting rid of that. So far I have got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This has got 3, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, because that's 2, 20, 21 palettes. So that's 21 to my 30. So, now let's get in this drawer right here and see what I've got. Here is the Too Faced Cat Eyes palette that my niece Erica sent me. I love this palette. Love her like I love it, or love it like I love her, so I'm not getting rid of it. Here is my Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette that my niece Sarah sent me. I love it, so I'm not getting rid of it. Bella, honey, baby. Here. You're right there. Let me put these back in this drawer here. Here is my original chocolate bar palette. I'm not getting rid of that. That's kind of like an OG. I've got to have that. Not getting rid of that. Same as the semi-sweet palette. I love it. Not getting rid of that. Bella, honey. Bella's wanting more attention. She knows Mommy's going to work tonight. Here is the chocolate bonbon. Oh, can I get rid of the chocolate bonbon? Let's put that in the maybe pile. Now we have the Sweet Peach palette. No, the Sweet Peach palette is not even a thing. I don't even have to think on that. That baby is mine, 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 mine. Bella, honey. Then I have 2 of the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Vault palettes. I have the Dark Magic and the Armed and Gorgeous. I love both of these, so these are not going anywhere. Bella needs to be going somewhere. I have the Protégé palette by Suva. I might have color swatched one shade in this, but no. So there goes palette number 22. Here is my Kat Von D original palette in the old packaging. I also have it in the new packaging. I don't really need both, so the old packaging is going away. There is palette number 23. Here is the Anastasia Master Palette by Mario. I'm keeping it. It's not going anywhere. Bella. Modern Renaissance palette. It's not going anywhere. Self-Culture palette. I love it. It's not going anywhere. Soft Glam. Still mine. Norvina. Husband got me that before I had my surgery. Getting rid of it would be like getting rid of him. It's not going anywhere. What is down there? A lipstick. Here is my Lorac Pro 3 palette. I love this. I love the formula every time I use it. I get such beautiful soft eye looks out of it. Love that. It's not going anywhere either. These palettes to the top. Here is my It Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette. You all know, if you've been around any time at all, that I love this palette. So she is not going anywhere. Love, love, love her. Bella, honey, don't. Do y'all have beasts like this? Here is the It Cosmetics Naturally Pretty Romantic palette. Now, I haven't used this palette like I should. I definitely need to pull it out this spring and get some use out of it. She's beautiful. Why I don't use her? It's because I have too many palettes. That's why I don't use her. So if I get rid of some, it clears it out so where I got room to use more palettes. Here is the Ulta Beauty Matte Neutrals. As pretty as it is, she can find another home. So there's palette number, is that 20? That's palette number 23. Here is my Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette. She's new to my collection. She's beautiful. I love her. Let me show her to you if you've not seen her. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. Keeping her. Are you happy now, Bells? Are you happy now? Now that you've knocked stuff off. Here is my Too Faced Chocolate a white chocolate bar. I've bought it. I've never used it. It's going bye-bye. Palette number 24, maybe. Here is the Urban Decay Original Naked palette. This was sent to me by a friend, but I just don't use it. I think she needs to find another home, and I do apologize, and I do appreciate it. I'm going to put it in a maybe pile. And here is the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. I think it's going bye-bye. Palette number 25. 21, 22, 23, 24. Palette number 26. I'm sorry, palette number 26. So, here is the Buff Collection. This is the dupe for the Urban Decay number 3 palette, Naked 3 palette. I love her. She's pretty. I'm keeping her. Ah, Bella, Bella, Bella. You are a mess, child. You are a mess. Here's my Pure Soirées Diary. I love it. I use it regularly. You can see I've hit pan. Getting ready to get pan on a couple more. I love her. Keeping her. Here is a Marc Jacobs palette. I bought her from a friend of mine. I have never used her. She has never been touched. $100 palette, never been touched. I'm keeping her though. Here is my Winky Luxe Kitten palette. I do love this palette and I use her regularly. And I'm keeping her. Here is my Tom Ford Lavender Lust palette. And I love, love, love this palette. Let me take the little thing out so you can see. She is getting some love. And I love her dearly. That is the reason I want the Cocoa Mirage, because I love that formula. Here is my Too Faced Just Peachy Matte. Love it. It's not going anywhere. I've got 3 more Marc Jacobs palettes. Let's see what I've got here. Here is the Lolita palette, which I use real regular. As you can see, the dust on it, so you know she's not going anywhere. The Starlit palette, which Susan Anthony sent me, and as you can see, I use it regularly. Anytime I need a gold or a copper or a silver, I definitely dig into her. Because she is stunning, stunning. And then I have, excuse me, bells. I have this beautiful pink, the Lover palette. And as you can see, I get a lot of use out of her too. She's beautiful. Beautiful soft looks. Here is a palette that I've made myself out of singles, so I'll be keeping that. Here is another palette I've made using singles. I'll be keeping this palette. Here's my Emily Edits The Wants palette, which I like to never got my hands on, but I really like this palette. It's beautiful, and I haven't shown it as much love as she needs, but I'm keeping her. Here is my Alamar Cosmetics Volume 1 palette, and it is a gorgeous palette, so I'm keeping that one. My Kat Von D 10th Anniversary palette, I'll be keeping that one. And my Emily Edit The Needs palette, I'll be taking this one out and putting this in my desk at work. So I'll be keeping all of these palettes. Here is my Carly Bible palette. This is the first one, and I love her. She is beautiful. As you can see, I have hit pan on one of them. I'm going to be soon hitting pan on a couple others. I do love that. I had the second edition and gave it away. I just like the first one better. Here is my ColourPop All I See Is Magic. This was gifted to me by a dear friend here on YouTube. And I love it. It's beautiful. And she and I definitely need to do a collab on it with this. It's beautiful. So thank you, Lisa. Lisa Jacks. Here is my Pixie. It's Judy Time. I really like this palette. I get a lot of use out of it. And here is a ColourPop palette that I have. It is the Disney palette. Although I don't get a lot of use out of it, the packaging is beautiful, and I know that's a silly reason to keep a palette, but it is beautiful, and I need to really get this palette out and try it more often. So, keeping those palettes. So I'm really trying to hurry because my camera shuts itself off after about 30 minutes. So I'm trying to really get started. Here is an Ace Beauty palette. Let's open this up and look at this. I think I can get rid of this palette. I have too many colors that look like that. So that's palette number 27. Here is the e.l.f. palette. Mad for Mattes. Beautiful browns. But I think I can get rid of that. But I don't have any other e.l.f. So I think I'll put this in the maybe pile. So, this is the maybe pile. Do I have anything over here? Let me look. Yeah, here's a glitter palette that I can get rid of. It's 27. I'm looking. It's empty. Okay. I have got my Modern Neutrals palette by BH Cosmetics. I love that. I'm not getting rid of that. Here is a Too Faced I Believe in Pink. I'm not getting rid of that. Here is, let me put these in this drawer right here and come out and look. Here is a Too Faced Natural Love palette, and I will finally be getting rid of this palette. I told you all if I hadn't used it, I'd be getting rid of it. That my niece Sarah wanted this palette, so I guess Sarah, this is coming your direction. Palette number 28. Here is the Violet Voss Pro palette. I need to get this out and try it because I've really not had a chance to. I've had so many other palettes, so keeping that one. Here is the Deuce palette by Juvia's Place. I love this. My niece Erica got me this one. It is beautiful. Love that. Keeping that one. I'm getting rid of the Pretty Vulgar Nightingale palette. Palette 28. I think I can finally get rid of the Tarte's Pro palette. Palette number 29. I can get rid of this LA Colors Purple palette. That's palette number 30. I have met my goal. Here is my Cargo palette. I will keep this palette. This is the Emerald City palette. I will keep that. Here is a Morphe palette that my friend Susan Anthony sent me. Beautiful. Here is a palette with a bunch of eyeshadow palettes depotted. It's got the NYX Cosmic Metals, the NYX Lid Lingerie, and a couple other ones. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this whole thing. So that's another 3 palettes. So that's 33. Here is a Vegas Nay in browns. Those are awful pretty. I'm going to put that in the movie pile. My maybe pile is falling over. Okay, I don't know if I hit the floor here, so let me look. Make sure everything is out of here. Here is some depotted eyeshadow palettes out of one palette, so I'm going to get rid of those. I won't use those. Let me see what fell. I think that was just eye drops. So, here is an eyeshadow palette that I bought. My friend Pam said if I ever got rid of it, she wanted it. It is the Cargo Blockbuster palette, so I'm going to get rid of that one. Now I've got just minimal minutes to go through the rest of this stuff here. So I'm going to have to do it fast. Here is a Bare Minerals eyeshadow palette that I paid way too much money for, and I just don't like it. And I think my niece Sarah wanted this one. So I'm getting rid of that. Here is City Minis by Maybelline that I don't use. I'll be getting rid of. So it's like 32 or 33. Here's an LA Colors, 34. Here's one, 35, 36. I'm dropping stuff. 36. Here's two Avons, 37, 38. And it's hard to get rid of stuff. There's some I hadn't even used. Okay, that's 38. Oh, my lipstick is... So I need to get rid of my bonbons now. I've already met my goal. I've got 38. I'm going to keep it. So I've already got rid of 38. So let's see if I keep that one. Which one of these browns do I want to keep? I'll get rid of this Vegas Nay 39. I'll get rid of this e.l.f. 40. I'll get rid of the Comfort Zone 41. Okay, I've got rid of 41 palettes. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up and a share. If you like my channel, please subscribe, and be sure to hit the little notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. And I'm just so happy that I did this very, very quickly, and I'm just, yeah, I'm tickled to death. So I've got this one right here, Enjoy Your Journey by Cargo. Don't want to keep this one. I'll just gouge my finger into it. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. I've got this Extra Dark Magic. I think my niece Sarah wanted this one, so I'm going to give her this Extra Dark Magic. So that's like well over 40 that I got rid of. I'm tickled to death. I've done this in less than 30 minutes. So yes, give me a thumbs up and a share. And yeah, let me pull this box up and show it to you. Let me move these others out of the way that I decided to keep. I'll get rid of that one. Getting rid of that one. Keeping that one. Getting rid of these. So here are all of them that I'm getting rid of. It's a box full. And I'm tickled to death. So, give me a thumbs up like I said. Happy me, happy me, happy me. I'm giving my Tom Ford. I'm getting my Tom Ford. I'm getting my Tom Ford. Give me a thumbs up and share. Remember to share the love, not the hate.